from Pare, the channel that's about baking and much more. A warm welcome to my channel.
Greetings to all my viewers from the beautiful city of Vancouver, where I am now visiting my younger son. With the Festival of Lights just around the corner, let's make an absolutely popular Diwali sweet today. Let's make soft and delicious motichoor ladoos. I'm going to show you a super quick way to make them in minutes, in just 4 easy steps. Now the ladoos may not look exactly like the ones made with the tiny zero-size boondi, but you bet they'll be equally tasty, if not tastier. Also, I'll be telling you all the essential tips, so let's get started right now at Pare. Like I mentioned, we are not going to waste time making these motichoor ladoos from scratch. Why? Because I see no sense in slaving over the stove and struggling to make the tiny boondi at home when ready-made boondi are easily available everywhere and for a very reasonable price. And most important, this way you'll also be saving a whole lot of time. In other words, if you want to make motichoor ladoos quickly, this is the recipe for you. We'll start with 3 cups or 200 grams of lightly salted raita boondi, like these. These already have that essential tiny amount of salt that's often added to sweets to enhance their taste even further. Buy the regular size boondi. No need to search high and low for the teeny weeny zero size ones that you'll find in only a few shops. But if you can find these easily in any store, then buy them by all means. And afterwards, you could skip this first step that I'm showing you. Okay? What we'll do is, we'll coarsely grind these larger boondi in a mixer grinder to reduce their size. Like this. Now the name motichoor means crumbled pearls, and that's the texture we've tried to come up with by crushing the boondi. Use the pulse mode while grinding them to avoid crushing them to a powder. Another thing, instead of using a mixer grinder, you could also crush the boondi using a pestle and mortar. A little longer process, but do what works for you. Here's our coarsely crumbled boondi. The second step is to prepare the sugar syrup. Now to make motichoor ladoos, we don't need to cook the sugar solution till we get a perfect 1-string or 2-string syrup. The sugar syrup needs to be a little thinner than that. So here's how we'll prepare it. To this bowl, I'll add 1 cup of water. And to it, I'll add a little orange-red food color. Next, to this pan, I'll add 1 cup plus 7 tablespoons or 320 grams of fine caster sugar. You could also use an equal weight of granulated sugar, but then you'll have to use around 1 tablespoon more, that is 1.5 cups of it. To the sugar, I'll add the colored water. You could skip the food color if you want. The choice is yours. Let's give this a quick stir. And then turn on the heat. We'll stir the solution continuously on a medium flame till it comes to a boil. I'll now let the sugar solution boil for just around 4 to 5 minutes. At this stage, the solution will be like a thin syrup and slightly sticky, like this, with no distinct string formation. The syrup shouldn't be thicker than this because if it's too thick, the boondi won't soak it up. Okay, now let's add in the crushed boondi and proceed to the third step. Let's stir the mixture and cook it on a medium to medium-low flame with continuous stirring till it becomes thicker and the boondi absorb the sugar syrup and soften, and hardly any sugar syrup is visible. Now, to prevent the sugar syrup from crystallizing and also help keep the ladoos moist for a longer time, halwais or the people who make this mithai add liquid glucose to the mixture. But instead of liquid glucose, we'll add something that's readily available in most homes. We'll add a secret ingredient, 1 tablespoon of honey. And then stir the mixture. Cook it for a few seconds more and turn off the heat. After that, we'll transfer the mixture to a plate to let it cool faster. Now let's keep this aside for around half an hour or till it cools almost completely and you can shape ladoos out of it. Now for the fourth and final step. After around half an hour, the mixture is ready to be shaped into ladoos. If at this stage you find your mixture is too dry, then boil a few tablespoons of water and add only as much of it as necessary to bring the mixture to the right consistency. Now, to give our ladoos the flavor of a pure ghee mithai, we'll add in just 1 tablespoon of ghee. We'll also add half a teaspoon of ground cardamom, 1 tablespoon of melon seeds, and 1 tablespoon of chopped cashew nuts. Let's now stir the mixture well and start shaping the motichoor ladoos with it. And here are our freshly made motichoor ladoos. Wasn't that quick and easy? But now, let me break one open for you. The ladoos are deliciously soft and moist. And I assure you, they are super tasty as well. And yes, they'll stay good at room temperature for around a week. Before I wind up this video, let me thank my younger son Nikhil for being my very able videographer today. Do try out my quick and easy motichoor laddu recipe this Diwali and enjoy the laddus with your family and friends. See you in my next video. Until then, happy cooking!